Retro Unboxing.
Hello viewers, welcome back to the channel, thanks for watching. Today I'm going to crack pretty much straight on with it. Basically, I recently acquired this Slimline PlayStation 2 and it's 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 still sealed. I think when I kind of spoke to the guy, he was a little bit or the person I bought it off, the guy, when I was speaking to him, he was kind of hinting. I think it's been opened and then resealed, but he absolutely assured me that the console was brand new. It was one of those, well, I think it might have been opened, and well, have a look. I mean, it's yeah, I mean it's sealed, but it's definitely been resealed. But if I'm honest, I don't have an issue. I don't have an issue with that. Realistically, I just wanted a nice, you know, kind of mint, perfect condition. Without having to spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds. Because when you go on eBay and look for these things, if you find one that is actually completely sealed, never been touched, never been used, looks like it's just come out of the factory, often they cost five, six, £800, maybe £1,000. So this is as close as I could find, spending less than a couple of £100. So I was very pleased to pick it up. But what I haven't done yet is open it up and find out what's in there. So I'm just going to quickly show you around the box. So that is the front, obviously. I've already kind of briefly shown you the top. You've got the contents just there. And I was just checking because it kind of occurred to me, these things never came with a bloody memory card, which is just a bit annoying, really, isn't it? I'm sure there were some packs available, but they didn't come with a memory card as standard. There's that side of the box showing the PlayStation 2 Slimline in its profile, stood on its end. On this side, we have just some more general info and such. Just a couple of barcodes and whatnot on the bottom, obviously showing the model number, which is the 7003 CB, which I think is charcoal black. This model did actually come in quite a few different colours. I do remember there being a silver version, which I quite liked. That was quite smart, the satin silver. And then there was that silly pink, bright pink. Obviously trying to get a new audience in young females, if I'm allowed to say that nowadays. And then on the back, again, just a little bit more general kind of info, bit of stuff down here about what accessories you could get. I mean, there was all sorts of accessories. There was the kind of the eye thing. There was the you could buy the microphones and do karaoke. I may have indulged in a little bit of rock band here and there. So yeah, there we go. I mean, PlayStation for me was I suppose the big console. I'd gone through all of the Commodore 64s, Amigas, Mega Drives, Nintendos, etc., etc. But this was like a real kind of game changer. You could play and watch DVDs. You could buy a DVD remote control. So it literally found its way underneath my widescreen Sony Trinitron 28-inch TV for years. And this thing, the PlayStation 2, lasted years. Came out in kind of 2000. Allegedly, the last game, or one of the last games that were released, was 2014, like Pro Evolution Soccer and FIFA Soccer and stuff like that. So yeah, so I'm going to shut up. I'm going to crack on with the unboxing. I'm going to use my special knife. This belonged to my granddad. It is blunt as, well, a spoon, and this is not real ivory, just for the record. But it belonged to my granddad. Just going to with that little. There we go. The seal is unbroken. Is unbroken. The seal is broken. Oh, that's always a pain in the arse when they put the seal over the thing and you just want to pull that back, and then it does that. Oh, I should have just pulled it off. Ah, right, there we go. So you can see what's in there already. Let's start fishing things out. Right, power plug. So this has an external power brick. So my immediate thought is that, yeah, this has definitely been out of the box, because I wouldn't imagine that this would be packaged separate from the power brick. But there it is, just your general 3-pin plug that then goes into the power brick. This doesn't plug into the PlayStation itself. Controller. Hey, look, this is sealed, taped up. Just taped up there. I'm actually going to just get that straight out, because I haven't seen. This is definitely sealed. Oh, I hate doing this. I love doing it, but I hate doing it. We should have a brand new DualShock 2, obviously, controller. Excellent. Yeah, I mean the cable's kind of. I think about the silliest things, but just look at the cable. It's all neat. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Brand new. Never used. DualShock controller. Excellent. Just put that to one side there. And then, what else do we have? Again, you can see before I can in the camera above there. We have well, that's curious. Right, well, so okay, so next we have the instruction manual. There's also a letter in here. Something to do with central station membership. I'm going to have a look at that. I wasn't going to open this, but it's being opened. Okay, so there's a letter here which was addressed to the original purchaser. Yeah, it's something to do with getting online with your PlayStation 2. So I'm just going to cover that up. That letter's from 2005. Hopefully I'm covering the gentleman's details there. But it looks like this was just slipped in here, and then it's never been used again. So I might as well just have a look at what else is in here. Obviously, you've got the instruction manual itself. We have just a couple of the leaflets. Ha! We've got the original Dixon's receipt. So I mean, this conclusively tells me that this has been opened, and what we've got on here is the original purchase date of the 24th of January 2005. So as of today, I mean, that's 17 years ago. Yeah, slightly disappointed that, you know, it's definitely not 100% brand new. But yeah, at the same time, it is quite nice to see, you know, the original provenance. It's like it's you know, an antique, and it's been signed by the maker. But it's still quite curious because, you know, this is sealed. Normally, so this is just the TV connector. And this is sealed. And normally, when you pull this tape off of here, it kind of rips the bag, like I did with the controller. So, and this looks, let's do it. Yeah, maybe. whatever. I mean, it's still bloody lovely, regardless of whether it's brand new or not. I'm still enjoying having a look at it. So the only other thing that I can think of that must be left in here, because the contents were on the box, so it's literally just console, controller, power plug, and TV connector. I suppose maybe when Sony was selling these, they were maybe assuming that this would be a second console that someone would have in a bedroom as opposed to the living room, and that maybe from there that person would already have some, you know, games and extra controllers and memory cards and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's definitely 100% been opened. So if it wasn't concluded before, it is now. But that's the power brick. I mean, honestly, it's not got a mark on it. Right then, let's have a look at this console. This is obviously what we are here for. So yeah, I'm not going to say it again. It's definitely been used, but upon first inspection, first thing I see, the little seal that's just there over the gloss strip is still in place, so that's good news. At first glance, everything looks, frankly, excellent. I think it's probably one of those consoles that's been out of the box once, used, and then put back for whatever reason. But yeah, it is just like a micro mini PS2. I mean, they called it. I mean, here on the box, it doesn't actually say Slimline, does it? Thinking about it now, it says PS2, so like the PS1 did the PS1 ONE, but it actually doesn't say. Oh yeah, we've got just here, experience is believing with its slimline design, but it's not called the PS2 Slim or Slimline, it's just the PS2. But I did get the old PS2 out as well, just to compare. I mean, the size difference is incredible. Although, bearing in mind that the PS2 was released in 2000, and then I think this was 4 or 5 years later. I think this was 2004 or 2005. So it's obvious that you know, there's a couple of 4 or 5 years worth of you know, Moore's law going on. What I am just looking at is that it's got everything that this one had, apart from that, which I think was the FireWire. So and this one, the old version, this version anyway, doesn't have an infrared port, whereas this one does. But everything looks kind of the same. They've kept the same kind of design in terms of, you know, you've got the ribbed rails. What you don't have on the Slimline is the actual Sony badge. You've got the PlayStation badge, but no Sony badge. That's just a quick observation on the back. The other observation is that well, obviously the information stuff is on the bottom of the of the Slim. But what we also don't have on the Slimline, A, is the expansion bay, so you can't plug put a hard drive in it. Don't know whether you can use an external hard drive, but it does have an Ethernet port, so you could get online or whatever. But I have never ever been online with a PlayStation 2. Seems a little bit criminal, to be fair. And then the usual AV, and then obviously the power. The power transformer was built into the original PS2, whereas the power, as I mentioned earlier, is on an external power brick. So yeah, everything looks excellent. That's where you put your DVDs in. This one, obviously the old one was a tray that came out. That was quite unreliable at times, so maybe they went with this design. probably from a cost-cutting point of view, but I mean it's going to be quite a reliable thing, you would think. Just going to peel off of the gloss. That's really nice and glossy and shiny. Stuck to my finger. So yeah, I'm really happy with this actually. But I was, I was thinking about it as a collector, and as someone that does this, on YouTube or whatever. At what point do you? So it's kind of like the whole my whole thing really is. At what point am I happy for a console to be in my collection? What's the kind of minimum standard? Is it, just never been used? Is it just sealed? Is it, it's just in very, very good condition? I think this absolutely meets that standard. For me, this looks like it's been maybe taken out of the box, used once, maybe used for an hour or two, and then for whatever reason, it's gone back in the box and then just never came back out. I mean, that absolutely meets, ticks the boxes and kind of meets the standard that I'm looking for. Yeah, but like I said earlier, I'm not going to play any games. I'm not going to set this up in this video. I might do a follow up later on, but really I just wanted to just have a look at the console, just bring back some of those old PS2 memories. Like I said, a bit frustrating that these things never came with a memory card, so you've always got to buy that separately. Like I said, this was just an unboxing. I just wanted to show you the PS2 Slim and Light, Slim version, PSTWOE. Here it is. I'm very pleased that it's going to be in my collection. It isn't brand new. I mean, it's not going to be brand new now anyway because I've broken the seal myself regardless, but yeah, really happy to have this in my collection. Thank you for watching. Next couple of videos over the next couple of weeks, I've got back to mobiles next, and that's going to be the Nokia 3210. I found an extremely good, it's not new, but an extremely good copy of that. And then I've got, you might be able to see it just up there, I've got a fat PS3 60 gig backwards compatible, which is in absolutely beautiful condition. So in the meantime, this has been the PS2 Slimline. I'm Jonathan. Thanks very much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you on the next one. See you soon.
Retro Unboxing.